Okay, hello. I am the Phantom of Many Topics on YouTube. I don't do too many political videos, but I think this one is important. Today, and for the past 2 or 3 days, United States military service members have been sent into Kabul, Afghanistan, to evacuate United States embassy workers and citizens from the capital city, which has now been taken over by the Taliban virtually without any resistance. The president of Afghanistan has sought asylum and has been granted asylum in the United States of America and has fled the country and is on his way to the United States of America. How did this begin? Back on September 11, 2001, a man named Osama bin Laden, along with 19 of his hedgelings, decided to attack the Twin Towers, the Pentagon, and United 93 was headed for the White House. But the heroics of United 93 passengers prevented that. But anyways, it was found out that the Taliban had assisted the United States, the enemies of the United States, which was Osama bin Laden and his crowd. And so therefore there was a massive manhunt, and the United States began deploying our troops to Afghanistan. 10 years later, Osama bin Laden was caught in Pakistan, just across the border from Afghanistan. And that should have been it. We should have withdrawn our troops at that point. But due to the military-industrial complex, who gave financial campaign donations to politicians on both the Republican and Democratic sides, we saw our troops needlessly stay another 10 years. Thousands of more U.S. deaths, soldiers and airmen and so forth die in Afghanistan, probably some sailors too. I am a United States military veteran, and I did serve in the, oh, hello, Blue Clouds. Blue Clouds, I'm going to see if you want to stream on the link, I'm going to put the StreamYard link in right there. And if you want to join the conversation, come on aboard. Yes, we are live right now, and the topic today is the U.S. Withdrawal from Afghanistan. And like I said, I am a U.S. military veteran. I did serve in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Some of my shipmates before me were in Operation Enduring Freedom, which was the Afghanistan part of it, but I was not at the squadron at that time. I did serve in Iraqi Freedom, and we did sail into the war zone and assist with forces, U.S. allied forces in the Persian Gulf. Again, if anybody who wants to come on and have their say, please go ahead and click on the StreamYards. This is my first official StreamYards, what do you call it, talk or whatever. And your opinions are welcomed. I'm going to, let's see what I'm going to do. I am going to show several pictures right now of the situation in Kabul, which is the capital of Afghanistan. And here we go. And this is the first picture. You can see people with or without a ticket. They are getting on, trying to desperately get onto the planes, the remaining planes that are available to fly out of Afghanistan. See, a lot of these people believed in the United States government when they said that they would establish a stable government and protect them from the Taliban. But it looks like that the situation is not. Just like when we pulled out of Somalia, we hung a lot of people out to dry, and that's just how it is. Okay, and then a second picture here, you see the United States. Is that a C-17? I'm not sure what kind of aircraft that is. I was not in the Air Force. I actually served in an F-14 squadron, which later became an F-18 squadron. But anyways, here's a U.S. Air Force cargo carrier that is evacuating, and they're just taking off on the runway, and they don't care if people are in front, better move out. Okay, the third one is the United States Army has taken a beachhead around the airport and put up barbed wire, so you can see that people there are not allowed to go in, and but some of them have stormed in anyways. As you can see in this next picture, 3 people have actually died. When the Airbus took off, people just fell off. This is how I view this thing, okay? It is not a train, okay? And, you've seen in pictures in India, like in Mumbai or whatever, people ride aboard the train. The aircraft is not a train. Once you take off, if you're on top of it, you're going to fall off and die. So I don't understand. I understand people are desperate, but this is crazy how they behave. It's really crazy. Okay, and the next one here is, this is a member of the Taliban, which have completely taken over the city of Kabul as well as other cities in Afghanistan. And they basically did it like without firing a shot. It's like Hitler walking into Austria. It was, just the troops on the other side, the Afghan government troops that were propped up by the United States government, just basically surrendered on the spot. They said, we're not going to, die. This war is already over. We've already lost it. And, I can't blame them, because the United States did not really train the Afghanis well in order to maintain a viable government. This is very sad that we did this. We also did this in Somalia, and this, this reminds me of Saigon in 1975. I was only 3 years old at the time, but my mom was working in the airline industry at that time, and she actually flew commercial airlines over the city of Saigon, and she could see the war from the air. And in 1975, this is the case. I mean, we just left Saigon. We threw aircraft over the aircraft carrier into the waters. If you remember that, that was during the Nixon era, and a quarter century or more than a quarter century later, more than 45 years later, look, we did it again. So this was not an orderly evacuation. We completely bundled this, and I'm very sad for the many thousands of U.S. military soldiers who died in vain. I understand. Okay, we went after Osama bin Laden, and going after Afghanistan because the Taliban were in charge of Afghanistan and hunting him down. That was the right thing to do. Okay, but when did we catch Osama bin Laden? What was it? May 2nd, 2011? Is that the date? If I remember from memory, that's exactly 10. That's more than 10 years now. Why did we stay for a full 10 years? 10 more years, just because the military-industrial complex. I'm not going to name those companies because I don't want them hitting me with some sort of copyright or whatever. But those companies decided, to fill our politicians. Eisenhower warned us. Eisenhower warned us of this. Basically, we've been told that this should not be, that the military-industrial complex will get us into needless wars, keep us in a quagmire, look at how long the Vietnam War lasted. It was also about 10 years. This was twice as long. This is just crazy. We should not have done this. Let me go to the comments again and see. Okay, Blue Clouds, I'm glad you, I think you got the wrong stream link. Maybe. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I did. I'm sorry. Let me put the other one up. I did a test run before. I apologize. I'm still kind of new to the situation. So Blue Clouds, that is the new stream link. Try that one. See if that one works. And if it works, then we'll definitely do that one. So if you're able to, can you see that one? I'm very. I don't know. It's a somber mood today because I just feel like all those deaths that both civilian and military. Okay, Blue Clouds is on. I'm gonna add him to the stream. Blue Clouds. Yeah. Hey, you got. It's a kind of a somber day today, isn't it? That you're American or Canadian? I don't remember.
No, American. I'm in Michigan.
You're in Michigan. Did you serve in the United States Armed Forces or no?
No, I never did.
how do you feel about us wasting 10 years? Okay, we went, the purpose of us going to Afghanistan was because to capture Osama bin Laden. That mission was accomplished on May the 2nd, 2011. It is now August 16, 2020. That's 10 years of needlessly staying there for what? I mean, this was going to happen, right?
That's right. I think that agenda, that objectivity of trying to bring Osama bin Laden down is past and due and is gone. Wasting too much taxpayers' money on foreign projects that has no meaning. I mean, we're good over here. We got lots of people that need money, lots of people that need help in our country, but yet we throw the money outside the country all the time. And I keep asking, you got people that work 24/7, 7 days a week, but yet the money is being thrown out to trying to go after a project that never exists.
Right. In 1953 or 54, President Eisenhower warned us of what they call the military-industrial complex, meaning that these manufacturers of weapons and aircraft jets and everything else, they perpetuate a cycle of warfare for America. We get into these needless wars not because there is any strategic value into getting into these foreign crazy wars across the world, but because of the fact that we, the government gives these companies money to build the weapons, to build the aircraft, to build the missiles, and so forth. And so we have to create a war in order for this to happen.
For them to get money. I understand.
Right. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Go ahead.
This is just crazy because I served in the United States military, and I wasn't in the Afghan war in Enduring Freedom, but I did serve in Operation Iraqi Freedom. And I do know people who died from Iraqi freedom. I didn't know anybody who died from Enduring Freedom, to tell you the truth. But still, this is just when we sign up as American service members, we don't expect to be fighting these wars needlessly on end. This was 10 years of needless war, and it turned out to be another Vietnam. I mean, the evacuation pictures that I was showing earlier looks just like Saigon 1975. How do you feel about it?
It is very bad. I saw the one picture where they have the helicopter right on top where people are climbing up with a long ladder, everybody's trying to make its way to the the chopper to take off. It is very sad, and I don't like the reason why the American government keep making guns and trying to fight themselves something to go after, war to go after, instead of spending the money on these kids that have a hole in heart, the cancer patients, and here and there we end up spending so much money on ammunition, and then we go in and create fight for ourselves. 10 years in Afghan, this is ridiculous. 10 years in Afghan, there's no reason to be there for 10 years.
Right.
Unless there's
It was 20 years total. The first 10 years you can justify with we were hunting down bin Laden and we got to stay until we find that guy because he knocked down the towers and the Pentagon, and he almost crashed the White House. But
Phantom.
Yes.
I'm not gonna cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I'm not gonna cut you off. But this is my perspective of this World Trade Center thing.
Sure.
I think it was a myth.
You think
it was a myth? I don't think it was real that Osama bin Laden brought this thing down. So little couple, I don't even think
responsibility for it. So he said on camera, "Hey, I did it." So he made a recorded video like less than 24 hours after the towers went down and said, "It was me. I did it. Congratulate me." Right?
I know. There have been. I'm not so sure about that video, but what I'm saying is, I mean, Americans can do things to put two and two together to make it sound like, hey, this is the guy that did it. I've read lots of articles, a lot of videos, and I've watched. And from what I thought from that breakdown was, when American government go down in debt, and when the common economy is really crashing down, they put these things together to make it sound like this is why we are going down. Because I heard that there were certain things like gold and stuff like that was being kept somewhere,
Oh,
So
and Tower 7, which was like right across the street from
right.
Tower 1 and 2. Yeah.
So what I heard was the best thing that they have to do is to bring the tower down, and then Americans will do their own thing, trying to get all those
Yeah, well, the
resources.
conspiracy theory is, and I'm not discounting it or I'm not saying yes or no to it, but the conspiracy theory is that there was a lot of debt in the building and they erased the
Right.
records, and so therefore they kind of cleared the debt. Also, there's a second conspiracy theory which I'm more likely to believe, which is
About the
that
people that died.
yeah, no, on September 11th, I believe that United 93 was shot down. The reason why is any aircraft crash, right? When you crash, there's some sort of wreckage, fuselage, wing, whatever. The whole thing was completely pulverized. There was dust. You do not
Right.
have to crash into the ground and everything is just dust. That doesn't happen unless it was
Right.
shot by an
That's
F-16.
right.
So I think that that's what happened on. I'm not saying that it was George Bush had any foreknowledge or anything like that. I don't have any evidence to say so.
And then,
I believe that
and then-
93 was shot down.
and then, can you imagine that when this thing happened, lots of the list of people that died, that they have their names on the wall, lots of them were older people, and I kind of imagine in the World Trade Center how many older people were in that block.
Right.
There were
Yeah,
too many
there was
old.
like 3,000, right? Something like
Yes,
that. 3,000
there were
people.
too many old. They were like 60s and 80s and 70s. I was like, this is the World Trade Center. There should be lots of young people working in those buildings. Why do you have too many old people on the list?
Right. Well,
I try as much as I can to can't understand it. The person was like, because those people never exist.
I'll tell you a story. My uncle who lives in the Queens, he has a friend, and she was working in the trade center buildings, but she called in sick that day. Holy cow. She's like,
Wow.
I would have died, she said, if I had not called in sick that day. And that was just, it's an amazing turn of events. And I just find it so surreal. This thing, it's been 20 years. So I think we could have ended this 10 years ago. I understand that the same thing would have happened. The Taliban would have taken over. But you know what? Other than Genghis Khan, nobody in history has ever conquered Afghanistan. I mean, the British couldn't do it in the 1880s. The Russians, the Soviets didn't do it in the 80s, right? And to think that we can actually take over Afghanistan, install our own puppet government, and make it work. When I heard that that Afghanistan government was very corrupt, the vote was not real, and I think without the people's support locally, how are the Taliban taking over? Because they're just turning in their weapons like this. Here you go. I'm not fighting.
They come. Yeah, because they can't fight anymore. The ammunition that Americans were bringing was way too much for them to handle.
Yeah. So it's kind of sad.
So the whole topic was about the U.S. retrieving today. They retrieved today.
Yeah,
that's great. That's great.
Okay. Since I got you here, I want to just move on to a second lighter topic because we're both fans of the Chelsea Football Club. First of all, do you think Lukaku is going to start this Saturday? And if so, what kind of goals are we expecting against Arsenal?
Oh, phantom of many topics.
Yeah.
I told you, make it a mini. All right, make it a mini nations and topic and nations.
Yeah, many topics.
Okay. Yeah.
Go from one topic to another.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, Lukaku. I don't know if you've listened to this first interview from Lukaku. It's an amazing. You have to listen to that interview. An amazing interview from Lukaku when he made the statement of he really have an unfinished business. The players that he looked up to when he was in the club, when he was very young, it's not going to work for him because he had the same problem when he went to Inter Milan. In the interview, he said Antonio Conte sat him down and said, "Hey, are you going to improve or not?
Right.
If you're not going to if you're not going to improve, I'm not going to play you." Lukaku said that. So then he took it to himself, and then he bought into the tactics of Antonio Conte, and he improved. And he said Tuchel told him that he wants him to be the leader in the team. The leader. He's not just coming in to play and score goals, but he wants him to be the leader on and off the pitch.
Right.
So now the building, Antonio Conte is going to, Thomas Tuchel is going to build the team around him. Lukaku is a pivot, the focal point of our attack right now. Now I'm telling you, Lukaku will be in the Arsenal game because he's quarantined. He's been training, quarantined, but he's been training behind the scenes alone, and then he'll be ready. He'll be in contention on Sunday for Arsenal game. Without a doubt, he might come out from the bench, or I'll be very happy if he starts. And I'll tell you, Lukaku will get us nothing less than 25 goals this season for his first season with 25
Chelsea. Is gonna. Are you talking about Premier League goals, or are we talking about all FA Cup?
Oh no, just the Premier League. He probably can get us just the Premier League.
So how many assists do you expect from Lukaku?
Not too many, because we have lots of players that can also distribute the ball. But Lukaku is going to play as probably they're going to use him as a long ranger, as a target man. They're going to use him as a target man, where that's the profile that Tuchel likes from the strikers. He's trying to use Tammy Abraham to do it, but Tammy Abraham cannot really hold on to the ball. So he will use Lukaku in that style where he can hold on to the ball and distribute the ball to when he turns his back against the goalkeeper, he can hold the ball very well and then play the other players into it. And then maybe those players can also give assists, and that will give a little bit of a freeway to Timo Werner, who cannot play as a target man. Timo Werner is not a real target guy. He's a guy that can go through the channel from the left wing and then cut in and give it to maybe someone in there who can finish. Because we need a clinical finisher in the box and then outside the box, the one that can really strike the ball from a long range and make a goal. So that is what Lukaku is going to bring to us.
If Timo Werner is not any better than he is now, even with Lukaku by January transfer window, do we send him to Bayern Munich or no?
I think Chelsea will not hold on too much on Timo Werner this season. When the season comes to an end, it's still not doing much. He's still not doing what he's supposed to do. Chelsea will not waste time on Timo Werner. We'll send him out to Bundesliga.
Right. Yeah. Well, I think that Julian Nagelsmann, he was the Leipzig head coach, and now he's the manager of Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich. He
favors him because Timo Werner was very effective with Yusuf Poulsen. Do you remember Yusuf Poulsen?
Mm-hmm.
Who was the other sidekick with Timo, and they used to bounce off each other and score goals and assist each other all the time. So I'm hoping, like you say, that Lukaku and Werner will have this. But I'm thinking Saturday, Timo Werner is not a starter. I'm thinking it's maybe Mount and Pulisic with Lukaku up top. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think Timo Werner will start all day long.
Really?
There's something Timo Werner brings to the team that lots of their players cannot bring. Is the pace that he has. Any defender, and when they see a striker with that pace, they get scared. Look at the blunder. Look at the blunder. If I'm telling you, if Arsenal go ahead and play Callum Chambers, and they go ahead and play, if they play Pablo Maro and then Callum Chambers, those two defenders that they played in the game against is it Brentford?
Brentford, that's I didn't know that Brentford is actually a suburb of London. It's do you know where Hounslow? It's like the stop. It's like the 3 stops before Heathrow Airport. I have no idea that Brentford is a London team. Did you know that? Brentford is a London team.
I know, but it is because I've been watching
miles away from Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, I've been watching the how do you call it, the championship a lot. So yeah, I know Brentford and then all the other teams. Yeah.
Oh, so you already knew that, huh? I didn't know.
Yeah, I knew.
Okay, yeah. I want to do a final topic. How do you feel about Harry Kane? He said he had a gentleman's agreement, but what a stupid idiot is my opinion. It's like a gentleman's agreement. You're going to put, when you have things like that, you have to put that on paper, and you don't sign a 6-year contract and then expect, Daniel Levy to sell you off for 75 million pounds or whatever it is that he thought he was going to be sold off for. Now I understand that Harry Kane wants to go to Man City. Tell me about your opinion about this entire situation.
Well, Harry Kane have made a fool out of himself. No one did it. You signed a 5 years or 6 years contract. Are you that stupid? Are you that crazy? You've been in the club for how long now? You have achieved nothing. You haven't win even a soccer boot for yourself. All you do is a goal king. As of now, what I'll tell you is City can never win the Premier League this season without a proven number 9 or goal scorer. Look at what they went through already with Tottenham Hotspur. Gabriel Jesus can never get him that goal. And then I'm telling you, to be honest with you, Daniel Levy wants 120 million euros from Manchester City. And Man City are not willing to pay that much because they've already spent 100 million on Jack Grealish, another stupid player that Manchester City have bought. People see him, but I don't rate Jack Grealish. I've always said every platform that I've been, I tell people that I don't rate Jack Grealish as a player because he's not a good player to me. People see him to be a good player, and I'll tell you why he's not a good player. He is a good player on the ball, but he's not effective on the ball. Why is he not effective? Because he can't score. He's never scored double digits with goals.
And I'll tell you something about, I don't want to get too personal, but Jack Grealish, what kind of haircut is that?
I don't know, what kind of haircut, and then you use a band.
When you put a headband on, you kind of look like a girl. I mean, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know what he looks like, but yeah,
it's a weird haircut. But anyways, Jack Grealish had that one kick, and it was a Timo Werner-esque. He kicked it right to the goal. I mean, it was like right to the goalie. Why even take a shot like that? You could have passed it sideways to get an assist out of it.
Because he doesn't have the coolness to stand being into a big club like Manchester City. He might not be able to handle the pressure that comes on him. I mean, Manchester City is a small club.
Yeah.
So it's not like Chelsea.
It's a small club.
Yeah, it's a small club. It's not like Chelsea. It's not like Manchester United. It's not like Arsenal. So he can handle it a little bit, but the pressure, if he cannot play for Chelsea with the style the way he plays, I don't like his style because this is what he does. He holds on to the ball and then turn around. He turn his back to defenders. So the defenders, all the defenders does is they're trying to get the ball out of him, and then they fouled him. Look at Eden Hazard. When Eden Hazard is holding the ball, he's always surging forward. He's going forward. He's trying to get the goal. But Jack Grealish, when he gets to the 18, he turns around and then he's been fouled. That is why he's the most fouled player in the Premier League without lots of goals. When Eden Hazard was the most fouled player in the Premier League, he always get goals. Remember, he always get goals, and this guy is not getting goals. So I don't know why people tag him to be a very good player. He's not, to my perspective. I don't rate him, and I don't see no. And then back to the question of Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, yeah.
Harry Kane is moving nowhere if Manchester City does not pay 120 million euros for the services of Harry Kane.
Well, no, that's what they're offering. I think Levy wants 150 million pounds. So that was
there you go.
That's 176, 175 euros is what Daniel Levy is looking for. And
that is why.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I said with that loss, Manchester City is even. I think the price of Harry Kane went up. Don't you think? Because Tottenham showed, hey, we don't need Harry Kane, and you do. So we're going to keep or hold fast on the price. And if you want Harry Kane, that's the price. And I think Manchester City is going to have to pay it. What do you think?
Absolutely, that is right. They have to pay. If they want to win the Premier League, they have to get a proven goal scorer in their team. Without that, they won't win it. It's the same price that they quoted for Chelsea, 170 million for unproven striker from the German Bundesliga to the Premier League. It's going to be a big risk if you should go in for a player like that because he's not proven. He hasn't proven he can do it. So why would you spend that much money on a young player of Erling Haaland? I know he scored 55 or 56, 55 goals in 56 matches. That's ridiculous, but that is all in the Bundesliga. We've seen quite a lot of players that have come from the Bundesliga into the Premier League who cannot live up to expectation, who could not be able to play and score goals. One example is Timo Werner. Timo Werner has to prove this season. If he doesn't, he's gone. He's going back. Yeah, I'm telling you, because Chelsea cannot hold him for that long. Look at what Chelsea did with Lukaku. And Lukaku said in his interview that it has really helped his development, because if Chelsea have held him for that long, he wouldn't have been who he is today. They loaned him 2 times to West Brom. and then they loan him again to I think West Brom to another team. I forgot the other team before he was moved. He was being sold to Manchester United.
Okay. I want to ask you: was there any other topic you want to cover before I do the final topic, and then we'll just head out? Because
no, you can go ahead. You can go ahead. And
my final topic is: you live in the United States of America, so we're talking about other football. So let's talk about other football. Who's going to win on the first game between Dallas and Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Phantom. I'm so bad. I don't like football.
You don't like American football.
I don't like American football.
Okay.
I don't like American football.
That
is why my knowledge about the game is very bad. I don't know much about it because I don't have people around me that watch football.
You're in Michigan, right? You said. What about the Red Wings? What are the Red Wings' chances this season?
Now I'll tell you. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Give me about 1 minute. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Huh? Oh. Okay. So I don't know where he went. Just so you know, we started the topics today with Afghanistan, and then we migrated over to football. So if anyone else is watching, I see there is one other viewer. Go ahead and type a comment, or if you want to come on to the StreamYards, come on up. If not, then I'm just waiting for Blue Cloud to come back and say his final say, and then we'll head on out. So to recap, so we were going back to the original topic, which was the Afghanistan thing. And so I'll put that back up again. And so to recap earlier, what we're talking about is that U.S. military forces have been sent in to Afghanistan to recover U.S. embassy workers and American citizens. Okay, so we're back again. Okay, we'll go back to talk other football. Okay, so what was the okay? So
we were talking, you asked about the hockey team, the Red Wings. Oh yeah,
yeah. Okay.
I am a great hockey team supporter, and this is my local team over here
in Red Wings
in Michigan. No, this is not the Red Wings. This is another small. It's called the K Wings.
Is this IHL? Is that what it's called? IHL team?
Yeah, IHL team.
The International Hockey League, right?
Yeah, this team feeds the National Hockey League. This team gives players to the Red Wings, and a lot of our players goes to the Red Wings a lot.
Right.
This team.
So it's is it a farm team? Does it belong to the Red Wings? I remember when you had all those Russian guys on the Red Wings back in the early 2000s. You guys were like winning championship after the other. Back then it was called the Phoenix Coyotes, and I live in Arizona. On those games, you can see on the TVs when the Red Wings came to town, the whole stadium was entirely filled with red T-shirts. You guys are the America's team of hockey, and that is undisputed to me, right? So,
definitely. Yeah, okay. we've made our mark a couple of years ago, and then the hockey team we're trying to get back to who we were again. So at least the Red Wings will find its mark on the American soil again. But it's been a bit difficult for the Red Wings. They've got close a couple times, but then they're pushing hard. They're pushing hard from Michigan. Michigan has great sports team like our football team has been shit for quite some time now. We're just hoping. I watch them, but sometimes I don't understand it, and I don't like the way it takes too long. 4 hours of a game, I can't get it. I can sit down and watch a game for 4 hours, and every time they whistle, then they break. Every time they whistle, then they break the game and go for a commercial and too much of a break. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And then there's those power penalties. It uneven and
It takes too long for 4 hours of one game, man. I can't take it. I want something I can watch it for at least 2 hours. Or 90 minutes, then I'm done. Then I can walk away and do something else. We got too much stuff to do than sit down and watch one game for 4 hours. So I can barely go ahead.
Teach me what that blue line means. I don't understand. What's that blue line? In hockey, there's a blue line in the middle of the rink. There's like this dark blue line. What is the blue line? Do you know?
Oh, I might not know. I don't think so. I don't think
Okay, I
so.
guess
Well,
we're-
you know, this is how I see hockey. I see hockey just like football,
Uh-huh.
regular British football, where we
Yeah.
have five aside, and then
Right.
when the penalty shootouts comes in and how they do it and how they take overtime and that stuff. But I'm not so sure about the red line. But that's giving me a homework, and I'm gonna find out about that blue line, the blue line you're talking about.
Will let us know in the future. Okay.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I might
When
even
is-
message you about that. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. When is the next time you are going on live stream? I'd like to be a panelist on your show because you have a show as well called Blue Clouds.
Yeah, definitely. I'll.
When
Are
is
you on Twitter? Are you on Twitter?
I'm
on Twitter?
You can contact me on Phantom of Many, but I prefer if you wanted to email me or contact me, please do it to Phantom of Many Topics at Gmail. Because I get email all the time, but I only go on Twitter when I'm trying to get on somebody else's show, and they said, well, I'll link you to Twitter. So I don't look at the Twitter because I don't have anything invested in Twitter at all.
Okay.
So if you Phantom of Many Topics, one word at gmail.com, say you just type in a time, say, hey, I'm going to be on Wednesday at, whatever, 6:30.
I usually stay, what's your time right now? Let me see if you're in the same time zone.
No,
6
you're
or 3?
in the Eastern time zone. You're 6 p.m. I'm 3 p.m. You can speak in just, when you say 6 p.m., just say 6 p.m. Eastern. I can do the math.
Okay.
Make sure you write down Eastern or Central or, whatever time. Because America,
Eastern time,
America
I'll do that.
So we got to be saying, writing what kind of time zone we mean. Yeah. So just when do you think you'll be doing it? Tomorrow or 2 days?
I do stream almost about every day or maybe every 2 days. Every other day I'm streaming. Yeah.
And was that you in the boxing ring or was that your son?
That was me, and I have my son over there.
Oh my God.
That was me.
Oh,
that was me, and then
That's incredible. I had no idea you were such a prolific person. Wow.
I'm going to the gym right now from here. I have about 20 minutes. So once we're done, I'll be getting ready and then take my kids out.
Oh yeah, are you 35 to 40ish or older than that?
I'm a little bit. I'm 36.
You're 36.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're younger than me. I'm 49. So when I was in the military, I was in far better shape, and I've got pictures to prove it. But now I've just turned into a fatso and a complete weakling. So there's no way I can even step in the ring with you. Not at all. Not at all. But,
you can shake it off.
Maybe I had a shot for round 2 and when I was in the military, but not anymore. No.
You can shake it off. You can shake it off. You wake it out and then. It's just easy. Oh, jumping jacks. Do more jumping jacks, and then you.
Oh yeah, I hate it. We Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we had to wake up at 4:30 in the morning in the military to run like 2 miles, and then we had to do exercise. And we were going like the training test is only 1.5 miles, and Chief goes like, well, you could do 2 miles, you could do 2 miles, you complain, you do 3 miles, and then the Marines were like 3 miles. That's like their warm up. So now it's a Navy, so we did a lot less than the Marines. But anyway.
I did. Yeah, it took when I came. I almost joined, but it took me too long. When I came to the state, I was 30 years old.
Yeah.
So I should have proceeded immediately, but I had no one that will help me get into the military. I tried to get in the military, but then I waited after like 3 years, and I tried to get in there, and I was told that the age I've been on the cutoff age.
Yeah, in the Navy you can still get in up to 34, but the Air Force is much less. Yeah, it's also they're not really too keen on new citizens or whatever because they're afraid you're a spy and all that sort of thing. That going on. Depending on what country are you from?
From West Africa, Ghana.
Ghana. Okay, that's to the west of
west of Africa.
To west of Nigeria.
Nigeria, we share border.
Near the Ivory Coast in that area.
That's right. You know your geography. You know your geography. You're so good. You know your geography.
I've developed a lot of African friends in the past 6 months to a year. I mean, before that, the only Nigerians I was speaking to was those scammers. That would call up and say, "Hey, I have a prince." And he needs you to mail him like $500, and if you mail him $500, he will mail you $5,000. That was my only contact with Africa. But now I've gotten to know a lot of African people.
Do you know why?
Videos.
Do you know why? Do you know why they get Americans from those messages? Because lots of Americans are very greedy.
Right. Yeah.
Who will send you 500 and demand a 5,000? Give you 5,000 back.
5,000 back. That's what's stupid.
I've seen those things many times, and I was like, I watched Dr. Phil's. I don't know if you know Dr. Phil's show.
Yeah, Phil's show.
And people said, this guy he sent me gold, and they said we need money to process the gold. Why wouldn't you sell some of the gold in your country and use the money to process it? Are you telling me you can sell gold in your own country?
Sell gold?
Yeah.
We sell gold here.
They send the messages to people. They said we have gold, and you have to send like $500 or $5,000 so we can process to the government, and then we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. And once we do it, we gotta split the money up to 50-50, and you get this and I get that kind of thing.
Right.
So, yeah, it's only greedy people that will buy into that story. Yeah. That's why Americans always find themselves victim of this scamming thing.
I've developed a lot of African friends, through the internet and so forth, and I've been watching videos on Zambia, on Kenya, on South Africa, on what do they call the Congo now? They call it Zaire.
So DR Congo. It's no more Zaire. It's called DR Congo.
Yeah, Congo. There's two Congos, right? There's one. A Republic of Congo, and then the most expensive country. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right. You said the Republic of Congo, and then the DR Congo, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and then I think the Kinshasa one. I don't know, but there's two Congos. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Forrest Whitaker, I think, played a movie about the leader of who was the Congo. Did you ever see that movie or no? Came out. Forrest Whitaker. No, Forrest Whitaker. It was called The Last King of Scotland. Weird title, but but anyways, that came around 2006. Yeah.
Phantom, wrap up your wrap up. So I can end with you, so I can go to the game.
So you can do your other thing. Okay, I have nothing to say. So you wrap up. And then we'll just. Thanks, viewer. That's watching. There's one viewer watching us right now. I thank you. One viewer, if you want to stay, my friend Blue Clouds has to take off. So if you want to stay, then hit the StreamYards link. If not, we're just going to end the program. So
I want to say I was watching other stream and I saw you online. I was like, man, I've never seen my brother stream before. Let me come over and help him with his stream. So
this is live stream. I another one, but it was pre-recorded and I was just typing in the comments live. But this is the first live stream that I've been doing. So I'm still learning how to use the software. The green screen doesn't really work properly, but over time, I'm sure I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you'll get it. You get it. So whoever is watching the stream, my name is Nee Zion from Blue Clouds TV at Chelsea channel.
He runs a screen. Hey, do you want to type out your link or whatever to your channel, if you want to, or just if they type Blue Clouds TV YouTube, will they find you there? Or?
I'm on my cell phone right now. If I hit anything, I might end up leaving the stream.
Oh, okay. Okay, so anyway, guys, just search Blue Clouds TV. He runs a very good show once every day.
Okay, hold on. I think I can do it.
Comments. Okay. Well, if you disappear, there's no coming back. It's just the end. Okay. So I'm just gonna end it if you disappear.
I think I've done it.
Did you post a comment or no? I didn't see you post it. Let me see if
I sent a comment. I think it's in the private. Sorry, I'll do it right here.
No, don't do it private. Do it public, so they can see.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the option on my phone. Let me
I don't know how to do it yet because I'm still figuring these things out. Okay. So, anyways, Blue Clouds TV here. I'm just gonna type search here. Type it right now. Search Blue Clouds.
No, wait. Look, Phantom, this is what you can do. You can open it on your another new tab. Open a new tab, and then when you go, open a new tab and then YouTube, and then you can click copy the URL, and then just put it in the link.
Are you still able to see me because I'm on the other tab right now?
I can see you.
Okay, I think I see it. Okay, so I'm gonna click on the Blue Clouds channel, and then here we go. And then copy. And then
paste it.
Okay, I'm ready to paste it. Let me know when you see it. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Your channel, right? Let's click it on and see if that is. Yeah, that's going to be your channel.
Yep.
So
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Anyone who is going to see this later, obviously we don't have any live viewers right now because I'm kind of new and only 225 subscribers. But people who see the stream later, Blue Clouds, he's got the second most wonderful show. Oggs is but
Oggs is right there. Oggs is also
and
good.
Oggs, let's plug in Oggs too. I'm gonna just type in. I'm not gonna do the link, but I'm just gonna type in the word search.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
Oggs is the king.
Chelsea. You need those 3 words because if you just do green turf, you're going to get like grass commercials or whatever. So you need to type green turf Chelsea and then also search fans FC. Yeah, and then
Fans FC.
Yeah, I got other friends too, like Burton Bowlers and stuff like that, and we'll plug them when they actually come on the show.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting
all right.
Shirt. Yeah, but before you go, I'm getting a Roma shirt tomorrow, and I'm going to appear on Burton Bowlers and probably your show and Oggs' show wearing the Tammy Abraham Roma shirt.
Good. There you go. There you go. You got it. Good. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Phantom. Okay. We'll try. We'll be going on a tour very soon. So I'll let you know if our tour is gonna get to where you are, and we'll stop over and visit. My whole family will stop over and visit. So we can enjoy your 10K.
All right.
10K video.
8K.
8K. Yeah. 8K. Yeah.
Okay. See you later.
Bye bye.